Hello, family whom I love so much. Welcome to another character trait lesson. So, how is it going? Are you taking notes and remembering these character traits that we've been talking about? Are you practicing, trying to live all of these things that we've been talking about? So far, we've talked about honesty and all of the different ways that we can be honest and all the different ways we need to try to be honest. And the second character trait we talked about was courage and all the different ways we need to have courage in our lives. Well, today we have a new character trait. Self-control. What does that mean? Well, sometimes when you do something you're not supposed to be doing, your parents will come and discipline you. They might send you to your room or ground you or take a privilege away. Your parents do that for you. Self-control is when you take care of yourself before any problems arise. And actually, this is quite a mature character trait. When someone can look at themselves and have yourself do something you don't want to do, or have yourself stop doing something you shouldn't be doing, that is a mature way to live this character trait of self-control. Something that you should be doing in self-control, for example, is you want to learn how to play the piano really well. So you have yourself get up in the morning early before school, before anything else, and you practice the piano. That's self-control. Nobody else needs to tell you. Your parents don't need to tell you. Your friends don't need to tell you. Your brother, sister doesn't need to tell you. You control yourself saying, I need to get up in the morning and I need to practice the piano, and then you do it. That's one method of self-control. Another method of self-control is when you stop doing something, you stop yourself from doing something you shouldn't do. Let's say that you're really angry with your little brother and you just want to hit him. Controlling yourself by not hitting the little brother is a form of self-control. You're just going to hold yourself and you're not going to do it even though you're so angry. So here's a little phrase I want you to remember. Let's see how I'm going to do this. You need to tell yourself, just because you want to, it doesn't make it right. You so badly want to stay in that bed in the morning instead of having to get up. The house is cold, but just because you want to stay in bed doesn't make it right. You know that in the long run, that the benefits of getting up and practicing that piano will be far better than staying in bed. Just because you want to hit your brother so badly, it doesn't make it right. And that's kind of a little essence of self-control. Okay, let's see. Let's give some more examples. Let's say that your bike is worn out and you really want a new one. So you start saving money. You have a little account, and every time you babysit or mow a lawn or wash the car and earn money from doing these kind of things, you put it into this little savings account for your bike. That's self-control. What about if you come along and you're in the store and here's this new baseball mitt that you really want, and you have the money? You need to think and have the self-control not to buy it. Just because you want it doesn't make it right. So can you understand a little bit what this self-control is? how about it's you're fasting with your family, and there's a roll on the cupboard, nobody's looking, and you're just so hungry. It's been hours since you've eaten. And are you going to have the self-control not to go to that cupboard over there and get that roll and eat it? Nobody will see you. Self-control. What about, okay, you're watching cartoons, and you know that you have your homework, you have chores to do, you need to do your music practice, and that cartoon finishes, and then another one comes on, you think, okay, just one more. And then another one comes on, you think, just one more. Do you have enough self-control to stop and to go do the things that you're supposed to do? This is an important character trait that we should have. And actually, there are two parts to self-control. One part is moderation. That's, let's use the cartoon example. One cartoon and then another cartoon and then another cartoon. That's too much. Moderation means cutting back and not doing too much. How about Halloween? You've been trick-or-treating and you have this big bag full of candy. Moderation is eating just one piece. Not having self-control is sitting down and eating the whole bag of candy all at once. Moderation is a good thing, just a little bit. And the second part of self-control is discipline. You have yourself, force yourself, motivate. Motivate's a better word. You motivate yourself to do something that you really should be doing. You motivate yourself to turn off the TV and go do your homework. So we're going to be talking a little bit more in the next two posts about these two things. But when we have no self-control at all, it usually in the short term or in the long term ends up giving us much pain and much sorrow. On the other hand, when we have a lot of self-control and discipline ourselves and moderate ourselves, there's peace and there's joy and success in our lives. Let's see. So when we plan and we save and we wait and we delay something for what we really want, it brings us joy. And that's an important thing to learn. One of the reasons we're here on this earth is to learn how for our spirit to control ourselves, to control our body. And so that is the essence of self-control. So write notes in your little journal. Can you see it all? Just because we want it doesn't make it right. Moderation, discipline, self-control. And we'll talk some more about this another post. So always remember how much I love you, and always remember how wonderful you are. That's a truth.